who goes black on black with these keys? I don't know what they look like.
League of Legends.
Did I just click transition? Oh, yeah, it is.
Awesome. We've been talking this whole time.
Yeah, we have been talking this whole time. I apologize.
I can't believe.
Do that. All right, guys. We are here with Andrew, the winner of the last round. Andrew, what a game.
Oh, man, I'll tell you what. I didn't think I was going to get there. The Torpor Orb and then the opposition agent, I was like, ooh.
Yeah, that's stressful. That counter war, by the way. Talk us through that counter war really quick.
So, obviously being in the fourth part in that rotation, I had the priority bully because I didn't have a whole lot of interaction in my hand. The biggest thing in my hand that I had was the Touch the Spirit Realm. So, when it came down to the full counter war, I was going, if the Mind Over Matter was on top, I was going to touch the One Ring before he could try to start looping me. And, being able to use the two blue farm players as my counter magic was very substantial in the entire game.
Yeah, that was huge. The fact that I did not expect Cole to have that much interaction in his hand. He had a ton.
Yes.
He had a ton. And then Touch the Spirit Realm. What a card. I love that card.
Being able to do that at instant speed without having anybody being able to interact with it without a stifle effect. It's the same thing, obviously, Adawara and Boseiju. It's sensational to have that. And like you saw, I used Colossal Sky Turtle to get rid of the opposition agent, What
Another thing, unless they have a deflecting swat.
Exactly. Which in my hand, I had a deflecting swat with Sisei.
Of course you did, right?
Always.
So you're running Clamp Chowder Sisei right now? No. So tell us a little bit, without revealing too much.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the deck that you're running.
So it's pretty stock Sisei Tutor Chains.
Okay.
Notably, I am playing Lavinia over some of the other ideas. I am playing the K9 because it gives all my permanents Ward 1, and it allows me, or all my legendaries Ward 1 as long as it's untapped, which gives me the opportunity to have an early tutor other than Ragavan or a Gaia's Cradle. I guess I still have the Othanissa. I'm on edge about actually cutting it. Because, all it does is it looks at cards versus having something that protects my board state, which in what I've seen, this is my second tournament with Sisei.
Okay.
I am a Kenrith Chad myself.
Okay.
I decided to speed it up a little. The thing I've noticed so far is that Sisei is obviously a hard target. People are wanting to get rid of Sisei. It's like it has a Kennen issue where play a Sisei, it's going to get targeted. So K9, in my idea, is able to make my opponents tap out more, which allows me to have more availability to do things on my turn.
Ward 1's no joke.
Yeah, Ward 1's no joke.
Yeah, they used to have that White Orchard enchantment, right?
Yeah, Flowering of the White Tree. I was playing that before I got my K9.
Which I think is just a better replacement for it, although the Ward does give that extra power. But yeah, that Ward does a lot.
Yes, Ward puts in work.
So when he put that OBM on the stack, were you just looking at your OBM being like, that sucks for you, dude? Like,
yeah. Oh no, actually, during that whole cast, that second counter war we were having on, or we were trying to do stuff with all the Nezahal draws.
Huh?
With all the Nezahal triggers going on the stack, I ended up drawing my Orcish Spellmaster as well. So that's when I was just like, okay, so I'm gonna let the OB resolve. It's not gonna do anything. I'll let my OB resolve, knowing that my Veil of Summer resolves. Now my whole board is protected from his OB, and then I have an OB and get 21 draw triggers.
Yeah, I mean, the moment that Veil resolved, I was like, that will be the difference maker right there. You're able to draw off of it, which is something, right?
Yeah,
but the fact that you kept that board state, heavy with mana, Sisei on board, everything going was great.
I think I had at that point 12 cards in hand too. A lot of it, the wheel was very impactful for me because I had 3 of my, Tyvar gets me infinite mana with Sylvala immediately because it makes her activation cost free.
Sure.
Her activation, she can activate at instant speed, or as though she didn't have summoning sickness.
Right.
Is the word.
Right.
That going to the graveyard, and the Teferi going to the graveyard for my protect. I was going to use the Teferi to protect my turn, try to win from there.
Sure.
But knowing that after the draw 7, I had the Saheeli in hand, and I knew that Dahada, the Amanatu, and the Nico Bolas were all in the library. All I have to do is get rid of the OB or the opposition, and then I win the game. But that's why I decided, I'm going to have to kill the other 2 players first.
Yeah.
The Rule of Law effect was stopping me. I did not want as a Hall player to have any interaction for what's going on, so I figured I have to kill them first. perfectly. I had enough damage on board to kill them on the spot, which is beneficial. And then also, MVP, Cannon. Being able to tap for double mana,
Shocker, Kennon's MVP, huh?
Yeah, Scott Cannon MVP, you know.
Yeah.
And if it came down to it, I did have I ended up drawing the Agatha Soul Cauldron, so if I was tight on mana colors, eventually I could just play the Soul Cauldron and just play whatever I want.
Such a good addition for the deck.
Soul Cauldron is such a house of a card.
Oh, yeah.
In so many decks. I play it in Kenrith, even, because it allows me to, you can activate Kenrith with whatever mana you want.
A lot of Kenrith players I've been talking to say it's not good enough. I don't know. I think it's good.
I think I like the idea of putting Agatha of the Vile Cauldron, Agatha Soul Cauldron together, because they're both cooking up a storm.
Yeah. I like that. I like thematic and useful. Yo,
it's a win-win. It's training grounds on a body, you know, like that. And then Agatha Soul Cauldron says, "Well, I'm gonna take one of my dorks out of my graveyard, and now all my creatures tap for mana."
So, last question: when you threw the Phyrexian Metamorph out, right?
Yeah.
You copied the Nezahal.
Yeah.
Why not the Crom?
I figured the Nezahal, especially against two blue farm players, they're gonna have to chain non-creature spells.
Yeah.
The Crom would only draw me one card in that instance, possibly two based on the counter warp.
Right.
Theoretically, three on edge, but the Nezahal
No more than 3. It's capped.
Oh yeah, no more than 3.
Yeah.
The Nezahal, I can just continually draw more and more cards. As you saw in that game, having 3 Nezahals, we had in one turn it was like 8 triggers between the 3 of us.
Oh yeah, it was
Each
huge.
of the 3 of us.
Huge.
Being able to draw that many cards and be able to accrue the interaction that I needed specifically for the turn that mattered was very, very pertinent to the game.
Yeah. I was just thinking right now, couldn't you use Nezahal's discard ability to flicker it anyways?
Yes, yeah. So if I really needed to, I could flicker Nezahal. It would enter as a Phyrexian Metamorph, and I could have it enter as anything at that point.
Well, dude, congratulations!
Thank
Great game, really entertaining game, really good stuff with your interaction. Timed well, had the right cards in hand, and then your line at the end. We were debating. We're like, wait, what is he getting? And then you got Dahada. I'm like, oh yeah, Dahada's the thing. That's the thing.
Yeah, when I was like, the only out I have here is gonna most likely be Dahada, because obviously 3 artifacts on my opponent's board. I only had one opponent. You know, Dockside Loops aren't gonna matter. And then Torpor. No, Torpor was gone. I just eliminated the Nezahal player.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That's another reason. If I
big boom,
big him. Old 27 orc army with no blockers.
Feels good.
What are you gonna do?
Feels good.
And they were. I saw them kind of question while I was getting rid of the spirits. I was like, if it gets back to my turn, I will kill you with this 27 orc. No questions asked.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh yeah. I did like the rule of law effect until I was able to swing, because it meant that I had enough protection in my hand to try to stop one thing at least.
Yeah.
Which meant I can swing in and not really be afraid. The one thing I was going to probably do was Legolas's quick reflexes.
Which is also
split
really
second, you can't
card.
stop it. You're going to target my one thing. I'm going to give it hexproof.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Well, congratulations again, dude.
Awesome. Thank
you. Good luck for the rest of the tournament. All right.
Thank you. You have a good one.
You too. That was Andrew, guys. Yeah. Repping the Kenrith, but also the Sisei, right? Good job, Andrew. And we're going to go back and transition to wait for the next round. We'll be back in a little bit.